So maybe we can go through a Dzukill video and just analyze it. Very nice timing of his Z. Yeah, like this E timing just saved the whole situation. Very nice. Against Warwick, fun matchup. Fortunate E timing. Going back to his E was so lucky. Like this here was so lucky, the timing. The Q worked out quite nicely, and then W for ultimate. W saved him just like enough. And ultimate really nicely to pull both of them. Fortunate was able to pull both. Nah, fortunately he needed like a split second more. Otherwise, really nice initiation. There's a level advantage. Good timing with the wave as well. The wave coming. Very clean. Fortunate barrel. Perfect Q. Shield bomb, so he can afford to go for the dive. And it's really nice that he also sits in front of him as well. So like after he goes for the EQ3, he sits here like in the middle. So like in the middle basically here, and he has access to like all the points like where he could potentially flash. So he won't have to like use his flash, saving it. Instead of like sitting on top of him or anything like this. Very nice Q3. Very lucky with the Yumi. Nice stand as well. Camera movement is crazy good. Like having all the time his camera on top of people that he cares about, which is basically his enemies, right? So something that you guys should be doing as well. When you open your camera, just to take a look around and see everything that you need to see. It looks to punish him while he's going for the minions. Just setting up the dive. Poke here and there, saves E for Jaxi like that. Baits it out with this step over here, so like this one right here, for him to come back. Then goes back again. And just space properly. Which is something that basically wins you the matchup against Jax very frequently. Knowing how to use E, either use E after Jax is over, or just to bait out and dodge his E. And if you have Q3 as well, you can re-engage on him when his E is over, while your E is active as well. Again, E for his E. Stays in range. Q3 stacked up. Last second goes for the Q3, so he can pull out the auto as well after the Q3, even though his E is over. Pulls out maximum damage. W is coming up, Q is coming up, he's looking for the poke. Yeah, just like that, he knows that he is down as well, so he's looking to take advantage of that. Q3 this way to just create some space. Just walks over here a tiny bit, Q3 so he can get the knock up, space properly. Stays barely in range, then once E is over, goes for the QW, gets kill. Again, E for his E, kites, space properly. Goes like that, so Jax won't be able to pull out the auto, because if he goes like that, then Jax is able to out him while he's going back to his E. He's over, talking about Jaxi, so he can actually trade fairly nice here. Q3 stacked up, so he'll be able to dodge his E. And space properly as well. Since Jackson didn't really pull his E over there to block his Q. Talking about this one. Pulls out ultimate. Easy kill. Nice lineup. Can go immediately for Ezreal with a flash. Because the other two guys were dead anyways from his teammates. Ultimate Q3, so before he ulted, in case you guys didn't notice, he went for the Q stack, so one Q stack, then ultimate into another Q stack for the Q3, gets the Q3, and he's gonna be able to re-engage back on Jace with his Q3 and save his E to chase him afterwards in case he flashes or anything like this, but just for bonus damage. Bonus damage plus the dodge on Jace Q. With cannon form. Very nice Q3 with the prediction for the river thingy. Has exhaust, has E. Very nice spacing for even W. So what he did there was he walked like barely towards her, just like right here, like barely in range, then immediately out of it, predicting that she will go for the stun because Rubin is obviously going to be looking for the 2-minute stun, right? Because this is what every single player will be looking to do, to utilize his abilities as efficiently as possible. Very nice timing with his ultimate while Riven is going out. Because this way he knows where exactly Riven is going to be. He doesn't have to like try and predict and make it more complicated. Very nice thing for the engage here on Mundo. Right when the minion gets low and Mundo goes for the Q. That's when he goes for that's when he goes in. We'll go for the Q first, then he didn't go for the E. Nice Q. We'll use W as well here. Nicely done. Use the minions as well, positions properly for the dash. Nicely done. Use shield ball as well. Very nice flash. His teammates are able to take care of Camille. Very nice step back for the Q3, otherwise he was going to get a bit too close in tower range, just like this here. Very small step back. Nice done, has to flash away immediately from the minions, getting the boost to drop aggro and don't take any more damage.
A big don't have flash.
Wow, that was funny.
I'm just suicide, I guess.
Wasted their time very nicely. Nice, and this gave him a pretty nice like XP that I guess we can say, because Pantheon was missing a couple of minions dying on the lane. And he of course wasted the time of Mordekaiser as well. Interesting timing of the R. I've been expecting him to actually be going for the dodge. Interesting Q3 interaction. Not quite sure why Silas as well graded so much for his E. Like he was able to see the ultimate regardless of like if Yona is a vision or not, but he graded his E for so long. Either that or his E wasn't cool and I just came up. Very nice timing on his Q3 when the minion was getting low. So in case you guys didn't notice, this minion gets low. Indicates that Shen will be woken up and he knows where most likely Shen is going to be. Making the Q3 very easy to land. Shen is looking to trade back. You for Shen autos. Then Q3. Spacing for the max Q range. Very nice spacing. Has to kite a bit. His Q3 stacked up. W is up. Goes up. And tempo as well gives him the extra range for the auto. space popular at this point, yep. Q3 away, doesn't even have to use it for now. Right now he has to. Holds back. Very nice pacing and kiting. And this matchup is kind of like similar as well to Jax, like spacing and kiting is very, very important. For the ultimate and the Q3 at the end, you will have liked to. Had his Q3 stacked up on the wave before the fight. Which is something you guys should be making a habit as well if you, in case you play Yone. And for Yasuo as well, but for Yone it's like even more important because it's a mobility spell too. Can be looking for Ashe first and then for the ultimate if you will have liked to, but he's able to kill her regardless. Peter, what exactly is Embrace? Can you let me know? Is it about this play or about the previous one? So I'm saying here about this play that he had his Q3 stacked up from the way over here on mid lane before going to the fight, which is something very important to be doing with Yone. With Yana it's very important, with Yasuo it's very important as well, but with Yone it becomes even more important because his Q3 is a mobility spell too, right? And here he could have been looking for the ultimate, but since Ashe at this point gets like low enough that with his E she dies, he simply doesn't really have to use it. Has shield bow, so he's looking to play around that. Nicely done. Triumph is gonna save him most likely. Yep. We'll use the minions to kite. Can be looking for the lineup. Very close to get the knockup on Kane as well. Kane has no ultimate actually. He just had to kite a tiny bit there. Q3 to win some time for Jax E. Jax E is down, so he's looking for the all-in. Pulls off the airblade, and here it becomes very predictable. So, about Jax Q. Jax did use his Q over here. So he did not, right? And at this point Jax is losing the fight. Has the minions, so it becomes very predictable that Jax will be looking for the Q on the minions. So he immediately dashes after the ultimate is over. And follows up and doesn't have to use his flash. Because every good Jax player should be looking for that at this point when you do something similar. You look for the Q3, yep, from Grump immediately. So you can actually be looking for the kill this way. Q3 from Grump again. Q3 over the wall with W, and he dies. It had minions